I'm Ellen Harpel, founder of Smart Incentives and an affiliate with the Center for Regional Analysis and the Stephen Fuller Institute here at George Mason University. One of the common themes across all of these organizations is an interest in regional economic development. And one of the most challenging issues within the world of economic development is incentives, especially deciding how and when to use financial or investment incentive tools to help achieve a community's economic development goals. A new book from Columbia University Press called Rethinking Investment Incentives takes on this challenge by exploring how incentives are used around the world and also examining how incentive programs can be designed and managed so that they achieve their intended outcomes. I had the opportunity to contribute the chapter on cost-benefit analysis for investment incentives. A cost-benefit analysis is really important for governments that are offering incentives because it's the mechanism through which to determine if an incentivized project has the potential to generate net benefits for the residents of the location that's offering the incentive. A good cost-benefit analysis can, of course, quantify the expected cost of the incentive. It can also enable a comparison of the costs and benefits over time, and this is important because the costs and benefits usually occur at different times in the project cycle. It's also an opportunity for all parties to the agreement to articulate and agree on exactly what those benefits are expected to be. And then finally, a good analysis can help build support for high-quality projects while steering decision makers away from lower-quality opportunities. The chapter outlines a three-step process to conducting a cost-benefit analysis for incentive programs. The first emphasizes understanding and being able to describe the project characteristics and to be able to explain simply, preferably without a whole lot of jargon, the benefits that the investment could bring to the location that's offering the incentives, and also how that project fits in with the community's overall economic development strategy. Project proponents should be able to explain clearly to citizens and elected officials why this is a worthwhile investment. If it requires a tremendous stretch of imagination or a lot of convoluted calculations for people to see the upside potential of a project, this should give everyone pause. The second step is a fiscal impact analysis, and by fiscal we mean the government budgetary impacts. This is important because you have to run the numbers, and it's usually a significant enough project that it's worth doing some careful calculations to understand exactly what the costs and expected benefits will be. And the purpose here is to understand the taxes that are expected to be generated by the proposed investment and how they compare to the cost of the incentives and any additional services that the government will need to provide to support the project. The third element is an economic impact of the investment. Economic impact analyses trace the flow through an economy of an activity stemming from an initial investment, because an infusion of spending in one sector spurs additional spending in other sectors as the money is respent, generating a multiplier effect. This type of analysis is valuable because it generates insights into the overall value of the new investment, but it's also important to remember that this is a modeled effect, not actual effect. Good models, used carefully, are good inputs for decision makers, but it's important not to oversimplify or overstate the modeled results. For this reason, it should not be the only tool used for a cost-benefit analysis, but should be used in concert with the other two steps. So cost-benefit analyses of investment incentives can help economic development leaders and government officials make better decisions when using incentives to attract investment. Defining project benefits and strategic value, and estimating the fiscal impact and modeling the economic impact of a proposed investment will direct resources to the most promising project opportunities while limiting exposure to weak projects that are unlikely to generate net benefits.